Not me. Is you talking about lost sleep? Who don't rap got to tell me you lost sheep. It's all.
Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment, but they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Young with the ball, now guarded by Purdy. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Young with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. We've played just over a minute here in the first. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
He gets it in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Young looking around. The putback. Out to Porzingis. From past the arc. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Porzingis has got 5.
Come on. Players as tall as Porzingis, they aren't supposed to shoot it like that.
Barnes. The shot, no good. On the wing, Johnson. To the inside. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. He's got 7.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Porzingis with the block. After Ricochet. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Toronto on defense. They trail by 6. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Lays it up off the glass.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
And he's such a big guy. Porzingis can just power through a foul and convert with ease.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Now, here's Quickly. After the miss from Trae Young. Here's Pirtle. Takes the three. Rebound by the Hawks. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Barnes outside. Barrett controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
Young from outside. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Here's Quickly. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Pulls up on the wing. Again, Young missing. Raptors trail by 6. On the wing, Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if you're free in the pick and roll, Young will find you.
Screen by Pirtle. Off with the layup. The Hawks leading by 7. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
Yeah, his contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up.
Inside, here's Pirtle. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Atlanta with it. Porzingis at the elbow. Over Barnes. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Barnes. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Bufkin. Here's Krejci from downtown, and it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Going inside, rebounded by the Hawks. Now, Alexander Walker. And Okongwu slams it in.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Quickly with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Quickly's got 16 points. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you've got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Here's Alexander Walker. And it's Ingram with the rebound. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. 4-point game. No good on the shot. Down low. Here's Okongwu. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 6 points for Onyeka Okongwu. And it's quickly missing. Atlanta leading by 6. Pass to Newell. No good on the triple. And so here's Toronto. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Now here's Ingram. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, we know Brandon has a smooth jumper, but man, he can really score down low.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Barrett. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Alexander Walker on the wing. The 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Porzingis, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you guys.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
Porzingis can't hit. Toronto trailing. Onside, Barrett. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
Screen by Porzingis. Young, no good. Toronto with the ball. Out to Barrett. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention.
Johnson outside. The 3 from Porzingis. It's good from long range. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Toronto.
Back to quickly. Pass to Barnes. Here's Dick. Clock at 6. He doesn't hit that one. High post Young. He's got 10. And it's in there. 26 points for Porzingis.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
So it's the Hawks now. The lead is 2. Barnes grabs the miss. Pass to Dick. Shea with the steal. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Raptors trailed by 5. Here's Quickly. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Just 3 to shoot. Takes a 3. That shot missing.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition, and been very unselfish.
Young outside, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Rebound, Atlanta. Got a piece of it. And now Dick moving the ball. No one back to stop him. The layup off target. He can't hit that time. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Hawks ahead.
The Raptors, 50.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Quickly. Screen by Pirtle. Quickly with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. 5 to shoot. And it's Quickly missing. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Back to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Here's Young. What a terrific move that was. Young's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hawks. Here's Quickly. Here's Barrett. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim. Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. The shot's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And yes, it's good. And it's 37 points for Porzingis.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now Johnson. Young outside. Here's Porzingis. Throws it down. What an assist!
Nice play. Porzingis, such a good finisher in the two-man.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Making a switch here. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, Pirtle. Oh, call. Who pulls it down. The Hawks lead by 9. Young outside. Here's the teardrop. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
That's a nice find by Trae Young.
Now Pirtle. Off the glass.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Ingram with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Trae Young buries the deep ball.
Yeah, Young does a great job of this. Using the dribble to put you on your heels, and then he pulls up and shoots the ball.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's in there.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Well, Ingram's a kind of a quiet scorer. Sometimes you don't even notice when he's putting up 20, 30, 40, because he just does it within the flow of the game.
.52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Oh, what a play inside.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's quickly. Johnson rips down the board. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young! And the three misses. And so here's Toronto. 11-point game. Quickly. Off target from outside. Daniels fires. Knocks down the three. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big...
Through the crib, I stroll with no lights. I feel like Gotham.